welcome back. Today's the 31st day, baby. 1 month in. 1 month in doing my challenge. Actually, wore myself today. I am 214 pounds. I started this challenge from 220. Already dropped 6 pounds within a month. And that's me putting myself on a really strict diet. I've been eating like one time a day. Like I'll eat like at one between 1 and 3. I'll eat like a nice carved up meal. And then when I get to the house in the evening, I will do some. I've been doing beets. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this drinks, but it's very, very good for your organs. It's not, it's very good for your liver, it's good for your kidneys. It's beets with carrots and limes. You get 2 limes, you get one beet, clean the beet, cut it up. You get one carrot, one stick of carrot, clean it, cut it up as well with 2 limes, green limes, or you can use lemon, whichever you prefer. I use lime, cut it in half, squeeze the juice out into the blender cup with the beet, with the carrots, and half a glass of water. Or you could use not a full glass. Depends on how you like your drink. I don't like watery drinks, so I put a half a cup of water. So it's been working out for me. I drink that in the evening and I'm good. Like I don't feel hungry, so that's why I dropped 6 pounds, man, within 1 month. So that's actually really good for me. And I have a goal to drop. My goal was 10 to 15 pounds in 6 months. But as I told you guys from the beginning of this challenge, the reason why I dropped weight so fast because of the cardio. Because me doing cardio 5 days a week really makes me drop weight fast. So like even when I used to be very chubby, that's how I lost a lot of weight from going to the park, running, walking, running, walking. I dropped a lot of weight from just going and do that cardio exercise at the park. So me being on the treadmill for the past month, 5 days a week, it kind of helps me to drop a lot of weight. So I'm not gonna slow down. I'm just curious to see within the next 5 months, because the month is almost over. So I say I'm very curious to see within the next 5 months how much more pounds I could actually lose without losing my strength. Because that's something I want to keep. I want to keep my strength. Like I like the fact that I could bench 100-pound dumbbells with no problems. I like the fact that I could bench up to 120-pound dumbbells. I like the fact that I can bench 315. So I like the strength that I'm carrying right now at 214 currently. So I'm just like, okay, if I drop down to if I drop down less than 200 pounds, would I keep my strength? So that's where I'm at with that right now. So because I like keeping my strength and keeping some of my body mass. At the same time, I don't want to get too skinny. I don't want to lose too much of my body mass. But that's what, if I continue doing cardio 5 days a week, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I thought about it today before. I came on live a little late today, man, because I had a couple of things I had to do, knock things out, but yeah, so I was thinking about it today, man, like, not for nothing, if I keep doing cardio 5 days a week, I'm going to drop a lot of body size. I'm going to drop a lot of mass, so I got to figure out how to control that, because my goal is 2.5 hours of cardio every week. So I break it down to half-an-hour sessions on the treadmill, running for half an hour on the treadmill, Monday to Friday. And within 1 month losing 6 pounds, it's quite good. That's very good. It's actually very good. So you figure if February I lose another 6 pounds, March 6 pounds, April 6 pounds, that'll be way over 15 pounds I'll lose by the end of June. So I'll see how it goes. But once again, my whole plan is to not lose my body strength while I'm on this challenge. I want to lose body fat, but not body strength, but not my strength. So I want to keep my strength while I lose body fat. I want to hope that happens today. Anyway, man, I'm gonna do some bicep tricep workout. We'll stay on this live for a few. And let's work out. Let's get the workout started, man. I hope you guys are doing good out there. Salute to our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Today is his 8th day in the White House. Just signed an executive order again. Every day. Every day, Mr. Trump is signing off those orders. He signed a new order, put in a freeze, and all federal payments of stuff. Like the federal government pays off a lot of stuff for different states every month. A lot of programs that different states have all around the country, like senior citizen programs, certain school programs, they all rely on the federal government to get that money to pay the employees of the city, of the state that they live in. So Mr. Trump is saying it's too much waste spending. Too much of those programs, that's unnecessary programs, is too much money being spent for unnecessary reasons. So he put a freeze on that situation. But before I came on live, there was a judge that actually blocked the freeze that he placed. So let's see how that happens. Let's first start some bicep workout, man. I think it's supposed to snow in New York today too. I don't know, but let's do some biceps. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, man. Another thing Mr. Trump recently did, and actually, guys, if you want to see all my exclusive videos and topics of Mr. Donald J. Trump, I created an entire channel, just videos for Mr. Trump, because Mr. Trump is, to me, that's an interesting man. That man is a very interesting man. Every single day he signs executive orders. Every single day he's doing something interesting for the United States. So creating content surrounding Mr. Trump, I will have endless content every single day. Every single day. So that's why I'm like, I dedicated an entire channel. You guys could check the channel out. It's called Daily Topics. Daily Topics 527. Daily Topics 527 on YouTube. So I just did my second video today. So you guys could check it out. I did a video about the executive order Mr. Trump signed into law that in regards to the transgenders, he signed a law stating that the United States is only two sex, which should be just male and female, which in every country all around the world, that's how it's always been. That's how it always should be. If you ask me, my personal question, my personal opinion, it should always be, it always been for centuries, before I was born, before Mr. Trump was born, it always been like that. Two genders, a man and a woman, male and female. So only in the United States it was different genders. But anyway, you guys could go check out the video I explained in the video. You can check out the video. I don't want to give too much of the video. So go once again, it's on YouTube. It's called Daily Topics 5:27. YouTube channel. Go check the video out. I just uploaded at least probably like an hour, 2 hours ago. I'll probably like a little over an hour uploaded, man. But go check it out. Yeah. And you see all the countries now that was talking about they're not going to take back the people that's coming to the United States and causing problems, causing statics all around the world, man. And something that's why I say like Mr. Trump is such a fascinating man to me. He said yesterday, and that's something I really respect this man because his mentality is not just about illegal people in the United States committing crime. It's his whole mentality is about just cleaning up the United States when coming to crime and criminal activity. So it's not just about migrants and illegal people in the United States. No, his whole mentality, and he said it yesterday in his press conference, that if he had a choice, United States citizens that's committing crimes in the United States, he will send them out to another country. So, listen, when he said that yesterday, I'm like, listen, this is a man that he's a man as a commander-in-chief of the United States, as the head of the United States, as the president of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump, he has the right to see the country go into the right direction. And he just wants the crime rates, the criminal activities, the violence to just be stopped in the United States. And I completely agree with Mr. Trump. I completely 100 trillion% agree with Mr. Donald J. Trump. Saying what he said yesterday. So it's not about you people out there thinking it's just about the migrants, it's just about people that's coming into the country. No. He said yesterday he's basically, even if he had the choice that United States citizen, people who was born here, if he had a choice, the people that's committing crimes and doing bad things in the United States, regardless if they're citizens or not, he would have shipped them to another country. So with that being said, Mr. Trump just wants to clean up the United States with all the violence that's being taken place in the United States. Unfortunately, it's always going to be violence that's going to take place in this world. It's unfortunate, but I think Mr. Trump's goals are to see violence go down. So his goal is to just see, and when people come to America, they don't have to worry about being attacked, being robbed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his whole thing is to just make America look good for every country all around the world. When people decide to come to America, they don't have to worry about being attacked in any way, shape, or form. They could come to America, come to the United States, and enjoy the vacation, enjoy the stay. So yeah, I think not for nothing what he's doing with the immigration stuff. It's it's not too extreme, because deportation been happening for years. Let's keep that in mind. People been getting deported for years, no matter who's the president. Let's always keep that in mind. Don't matter who is the president of the United States. There is immigration law that people are being deported from the United States all year round, regardless who is in the White House. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not something that just started. It's going at a rampant level. It's just the way it's going now. It just ratchet up. It's just going a lot faster. But it's been happening for years. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, man, the only thing that that really shakes me about the deportation proceedings that's going on that fast, that rapidly, is a separation with little kids. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a little kid, 2-3 years old, and you're growing up with your mother and father, and your father or your mother probably committed a couple of crimes last year, 2 years ago, they're facing the consequences for their actions, for whatever they did. But if a year ago they did something wrong and they get arrested again 6 months later doing something else stupid, and I believe in giving people a chance to change their lives. Honestly, though, like because I got a chance to change my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you see, like I'm a firm believer that people change. I'm a very firm believer that people do change their lives. And I'm an example of that. 95% of people don't change. I say 95. Probably could be a little higher than 95, but I would say 95. I would put it at 95% of human beings don't change. It's very, very, very rare you would actually come across a human being that's actually changed their lives in every which way, shape, and form. So I always give the benefit of the doubt to people because, once again, I'm standing here on this live stream and I was one of those people that actually changed who I was. And it's been over a decade. I've been, I changed my life in every which way, shape, and form. But that's why I'm always going to be a voice for people that others may say cannot change. And the reason why people don't have faith in humans changing their ways is because over and over and over, it's been so many chances has been given to family members, friends, and they've been with no type of, results in the right way. People do give other people chances to become a different version of themselves. And a lot of people fail. A lot of people fail, but let me do a quick set. Oh, I want to talk, but I want to get this arms big though. I'm not just want to talk and don't. I want to get this arms big as well. Listen, summer is coming. I want to get this arms big, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah, so a lot of people in this world, they was given a chance. A lot of people was given a chance by their family, their friends, their communities, and they keep failing. The I'll say the ratio for people, the percentage of human beings that do change to become a different version of themselves, very, very small. So you could ask the law enforcement community. Perfect example. Like law enforcement community do not think people could change. They don't, because the thing about human beings are it's hard for human beings to change for the simple fact is being committed to becoming a being committed to becoming a better version of yourself takes work. It takes a commitment from you. And it's a lot of time when you decide to change to become a better version of yourself, you got to cut off a lot of people that you was currently around. In every which way, shape, and form, if you out there decide to change your life to become a different version of yourself, just know it's going to come and it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice, and in meaning sacrifice, you may have to stop surrounding yourself with your own family. You may have to stop surrounding yourself with people you call friends for over 10 years. You may have to stay away from the girl that you've been dating for the past 5 years, but the whole 5 years you've been dating that girl or that guy, it was always arguments, back and forth, fighting every week, every month. You guys are arguing. People is getting arrested. So changing and becoming a different version of yourself, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of lonely time by yourself, because that's why it's so hard. That's why I think it's so hard for people to change, because change is not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not changing to become a different version of you is not something that happens overnight, because going from being around people that you've been around for over 10 years, that you consider to be friends, family, but you have to realize in the 10 years you know these people, your life has not been going up in the right direction. You have to realize that as a human being. Like if you hang out with people, if you're surrounding yourself with certain people and you realize, dude, damn, I've been around this people for 5 years and really my life is not heading in the right direction. So you should know for a fact that being around these people for another 5 years, in 10 years, nothing positive happened. In 10 years, nothing good came out of me hanging around these people every day. So what you think, why would I dedicate another 5 years to be around these people? Obviously, for me to change, I have to move away from these people. For me to become something different, for me to become a different version of me, I have to get away from these people. And some people, not some, majority of human beings can't do that. They cannot get to the point in their life that like, listen, I got to walk away from these people. I got to take this road by myself, no matter how lonely it might be, no matter how scary it might be, being by myself for a little while until I bump into the right people. I have to take that path. And a lot of people is not willing to take the path on that lonely road, because you have to get on that road by yourself, and then eventually God and family is going to surround you with the people that you need to be around to build a better life for yourself. So I think that's why a lot of human beings don't change. They just don't change, man. But I believe in people could change because I'm one of those people. So I'm going to always be a voice for giving people a chance. Simple and plain. I'm going to always be a voice for giving people a chance. As I said, I completely understand Mr. Donald J. Trump. I completely understand our president's point of view with the deportation that he's going with. And he even said from yesterday, he even came in his press conference, he said, if he had a chance to deport American citizens, if he had a chance to get American citizens out of the United States for committing violent crimes, he would have did it himself, because the United States are paying so much money to those private prisons to store prisoners. The prison system is a big business. The prison system where people get arrested and go to jail, it's a huge, huge business. So he was saying all the private prisons that's on the private people that's like literally building their own prison, and the city and the states are housing prisoners in those private prisons. The city and states have to pay the people who own those prisons. So he said like it's too expensive. So if it was up to him, even the American citizens would have go to a different country. So it's not about, it's not about the immigrants. It's not. I don't think it's about immigrants for Mr. Trump. For Mr. Trump, I think it just boils down to, let's clean this country up. This country lately been too much violence, too much death, too much people dying for unnecessary reasons. Too much gang problems, too much this problems, too much people getting robbed, too much people getting stabbed on the subway, too much people dying on the subway line, so much people is getting attacked on the buses, people is getting attacked just going to school. Like it's just too much chaos been happening in the country, in the United States, too much chaos. So his point is to just, hopefully that's the plan, get as much people, violent people out of the country, and let's see what happens. And as I said, deportation been happening for years, and every single year people get deported out of the United States. People that committed crimes and have a past record of committing crimes. People that's not stopping. You know what I mean? So yes, I do believe in giving people a chance, but I think if you're in a country that that you just came to this country 4 or 5 years ago as an adult, especially for adults. If you came to the United States as an adult, you're over 18 years old. You're over 16. To me, 16, 17, You're grown enough to have the sense to know what's right from wrong. So you come to this country at 16 years old. You should know from then, if you don't have the documents that the country require for you to work, get your driver's license, and you know just do stuff that makes a difference in the country. You should know, okay, we're not perfect people. As human beings, we'll never be perfect. If somebody bother you and you have to defend yourself, that's not doing nothing illegal. If you have to defend yourself, no matter what country you're in, no matter about no paperwork, if you have to stand and defend yourself, defend yourself. There's two things in life that could happen. Is either you go face a judge and tell a judge your side of the story of what happened, or there could be six people carrying you out and go put you in a box. Literally. Is either you be judged by 12 people that's sitting on a bench that will hear your side of the story. You could be judged by 12 people, or six people could carry you to put you in the bottom of dirt. So I fully believe in standing your ground and protecting yourself. That's completely different. So if you're in this country as an adult, and okay, you did something, you committed a crime, you went out your way to commit a crime for whatever reason, for whatever selfish reason, probably could be for the benefit of some money, or you did something wrong, fine. But from that point there, if you get arrested for that situation, you should know, like, damn, dude, like, I can't do this ever again, because you know what? I got arrested and I got to go down the right path, because you should know that you're in this country as a grown person, and at any given time, you could get sent back from wherever you came from. You left that country. You left that country for a reason. The reason people leave where they was born and leave where they're comfortable at to travel through jungles, to travel on boats, to travel through planes, the storage, like the reason why people take those extreme chances to go to different countries is for a better life. Hands down, it's for a better life. Nobody could argue the point that people leave from wherever they was born to go somewhere else if they have to travel through jungles with lions, tigers, bears, this, that, and they travel. Is not to just they're going for a better life, 100%. So I think if you, as an adult, coming to somebody else, if you're an adult going to another country for a better life, you should already know that it's a possibility. If you get yourself in certain situations, that you could go right back. As people who come to the United States as little kids, that's a whole different ballgame. Because coming and arriving into the United States as a little kid, this is all you know. It's a different argument. I don't care how people could put it, but it's a complete different argument. If you come to the United States 10, 11, 12, under 15 years old, I said, under 15, you come to the United States, and you never leave nowhere else other than the United States. From that age, from 10, 11 up, this is your country. Because at that age, at 10, 11, 12 years old, you're still a little kid. You're still basically having to go do everything that your parents said to do. So you're growing up in this country. So at the end of the day, the reason I'm saying that is that the influences that surround you as a little kid, that's completely different. You come from another country as a grown person to come to the United States. You already have everything that you should know. You should know exactly who to stay away from. You should know exactly what and what not. You should already know those things coming to the United States as an adult. But if you grew up in the United States, regardless with papers or not, if you grew up here from a little kid to a grown human being, you know nothing else but America. So it's no way possible, regardless if, yes, you committed crimes and you did bad things, but it's a tougher case to be like, okay, you know what? Because at this point, regardless of papers or not, if you come here at 10, 11 years old, dude, it's you don't know nothing else but America. You never left America. This is the only place you've been your whole forever, for as long as you know. The school system, the law of the land, the national anthem, everything you know is from America. Regardless of the paperwork, regardless of the birth certificate, regardless of the American passport, you by heart, it's America because everything you learned from America. So that's a different argument from people that's coming into America as an adult. As an adult entering a country, a foreign country that you decide that you could have a better life. That you made the decision, let me pack up and leave. Let me take a chance, let me take a risk to get to that country. You should know I'm going to that country for a better life. So there's a lot of things that I could do for a better life, and there's a lot of things I can't do. And if you go down the path of the things that you knew before you got here that you can't do, just know the consequences could be severe. The consequences could be that you're going to go back to the country where you left, that you was miserable. The country where you left, that you had nothing going on for you. Finally, you got to a country where things are getting better for you. Just know one thing that you do wrong could take you back to that country. So I just hope the the typical immigrant right now in 2025 in the United States, regardless of documents or not, regardless of paperwork or not, the typical immigrant now should open their eyes and know that, listen, man, I have an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm in this country. Let me work. Let me do what's right. Let me stay on the right side of the law. Let me stay. It's not about the law, American law. If you follow the law of God and his family, you could live in any country. If you follow God's and his family's law, you don't never have to worry about anything in this world. You don't have to worry about taking risks by doing bad things to get ahead in life. You don't. So you have to know the typical and the average immigrant out there. I hope this is a waking up. I hope the situation that's going on right now with Mr. President Donald Trump in the White House for the past 8 days. I hope he wakes people up. The immigrant communities, the immigrant population in the United States. I hope everybody's been woken up with the reality that you come here as an adult, you come here as a grown human being, and you decide to commit crimes to get ahead in life. The reality is you could go back to a country that you was in that was making you miserable. You could go back to the life that you ran away from. So I hope that change a lot of immigrants' minds. I hope because there is no other way. There is no other way, dude. Listen, when you're doing when you're working at your biceps, you don't need 100-pound dumbbells. This is a 20-pound dumbbell. 20 pounds. You can see I'm flexing my biceps from here to here. You don't need heavy weights when you're doing bicep workout, doing bicep or triceps. Just light weights. See, like I could stand here and just rock this 20-pound. Tricep, baby. So yeah, man, listen. It's unfortunate what's going on, but at the end of the day, it's a wake-up call for people that's in the United States that has limited amount of paperwork, that's probably working to get the paperwork together, and stuff happens, but it's a wake-up call, for a lot of immigrants in the United States. And believe it or not, the United States is a country that was built on the blood, sweat, and tears of immigrants. So the United States is always going to be an heavy immigrant population within the United States. That's never going to change. No matter what's taking place. Let's just listen. Mr. Trump been in the office for 8 days, and this is just something out the gate that was supposed to happen. Before Mr. Trump came in office, hundreds of thousands of people was crossing into the United States every single day. So what he's doing right now was something that actually needed to be done. It needed to be done. So regardless of not, as I said from the beginning of this video, people get deported out of the United States every year. Hundreds of thousands of people get deported from the United States every year. This is not just started 8 days ago. No, this has been going on for years. From every president in the White House, because that's why they created an immigration service. That's why they created the federal agency ICE. So that's always going to happen, regardless of what. But there are always going to be a huge population of immigrants within the United States. Within the 50 states that makes up the United States, there are always going to be a huge immigrant population, huge immigrant communities, huge immigrant neighborhoods. There's always going to be huge immigrants populations in the United States. That's never going to stop. But I just hope this is a wake-up call for those that are in the United States that don't have the paperwork that's necessary to stay in the United States. I hope this could be a wake-up call for those people that, knowing that they don't have the right documents, but yet they're involving in gang activity. Yet they're involving themselves into going and rob people. Yet they're involving themselves to go and commit frauds, to just involving themselves into doing things for the quick come up. I hope this is a wake up call to those people, to the immigrants in the United States that, that's don't have the correct paperwork, that was on the path to constantly doing bad things. Hopefully this could be a wake up call to deter them, to go back to be like, listen, man, I appreciate this country. I left the country behind. Took me 2 weeks to cross through waters, to cross through jungles. I had to hide in a plane. Like, it took me weeks and months to get to the United States. I don't want to mess up this opportunity. I hope this is a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, things like this have to happen for people to wake up. I don't know what is, I honestly don't know what it is about human beings. Like, it has to take something drastic for the average human being to wake up and start realizing what's really going on. So once again, salute to Mr. Donald J. Trump, salute to our president, salute to our commander-in-chief, because he took an executive action that actually is waking people up. It's waking people up. It's waking people up in the right way. He's shaking things up a little bit, but it needed to be done. It needed to be done because we in the United States have to realize it's a privilege, dude. It's a privilege to be in a country that could give you the opportunities to help millions of people all around the world. You can't find it. Listen, you could go and you could look this up. Europe is a beautiful place. There's a whole bunch of beautiful European countries. Beautiful, dude. But a lot of those countries, you could go into Europe, beautiful, but they don't give you that opportunity to grow wealth that you could help millions of other people out and leave your mark in the world, as such as the United States. There is other countries as well, absolutely. But the United States is one of those countries that you could literally be broke today and wake up tomorrow a multi-millionaire. You get that opportunity in America, and that's not just from gambling on a lotto ticket. I'm not talking about gambling off a $2 lotto ticket. You could even play $2 lotto and become a multi-millionaire. You could play a dollar scratch off and you could gamble your way to becoming a multi-millionaire in America. You could invest into a stock today, and tomorrow you wake up once the stock market is open, you realize that now you're a millionaire for making this investment into the stock. There's so much ways to become something in the United States. So I just hope what's taking place now wake the average immigrant up to start realizing that this this land, this country, is a privilege that you're in this country. You're in this country to better your life. You're in this country to better your family's lives. If your families are in a different country, you're in this country to make money to better their lives wherever they're at, and hopefully to bring them here so you all could reunite. So hopefully people could really wake up and realize, man, you know what? And this is for the immigrant communities. For those, once again, the immigration stuff is the hot button topic right now, but eventually it's gonna die down, like everything else. The immigration situation is the hot button topic. Immigration been going on for decades in the United States. He hasn't just started 8 days ago when Mr. President Trump came back into the White House. He has not just started. Mr. Trump was in the White House in 2016 and people was getting deported. Mr. Biden was in the White House from 2020 to recently, and people was getting deported. Mr. Barack Obama was in the White House for 8 years, and under Mr. Barack Obama's administration, millions of people was deported out of the United States. So this is not just something that started 8 days ago. This has been happening for years. But this right here, this right now, it's just the way it's happening is just an eye opener to a lot of people. Because yes, it's been happening for years, but at the rate that it's been happening now, with over 1,000 people getting arrested in one day, it never happened at that rate. It never happened so fluid, so fast. When the military planes are being used to transport people out of the country, like it never happened like this for a long time. So now this is like a wake-up call to the average immigrant that's in this country, that's thinking about doing bad things, that's on the path, that's hanging out with gang members, that's hanging out with people that's committing crime, that's themselves being a part of a crime circle. Like it's just a wake-up call to the average immigrant in America that don't have the correct paperwork. That's all that is. You know what I mean? Mr. Trump plan is not to separate kids from their parents. No, that's not the plan. It's just to shake up the country and to let people know that if you're going to be here, it's a privilege. Do what's right. Help out your community, help out your neighborhood. Do what's right within the country. Don't just come in the country and do bad and cause bad and create chaos. It's too much of that. So lately, been too much of that going on. And a lot of people out there in the colored community, Mr. Trump is just targeting colored people. Absolutely not. This administration, this whole immigration stuff is not just about colored people. Dude, whoever is committing crime. Mr. Trump said it yesterday in his press conference. He said, listen, if he had the choice to take United States citizens that's committing crimes in the United States and send them to another country, he would do it. So that's not a man that's just targeting specific minorities of people. So that's not a man that's targeting a certain race of people. Absolutely not. That's a man that's just trying to keep the country safe for everybody. That's how I look at it. You guys out there can look at it in a different way, but what I'm noticing, what I'm seeing is just a wake-up call for everybody in the United States. Citizens are not, because he mentioned it yesterday on live TV for the entire world to hear. He said, if I had my way, the United States citizens that's committing crimes, I will send them and ship them out of the country as well. So to me, that's a man that just want to clean up our cities, our state, and just to make it more livable for people, just to make it safer for people. That's it. The people like me and you who don't have money to pay for security. Mr. Trump, what he's doing right now, what his administration is doing, is to make it safer for people who don't have the rights in certain states to walk with a firearm. He's making it safer for the average person who don't have the money to buy their own car, so they have to take public transportation. He's making it safer for the elderly woman that's going to her doctor's appointment. She could carry her nice bag in her hand without getting robbed by some little punk, some young punk just running, grabbing the old lady bag. He's trying to make the United States safer for everybody. So the people out there that's trying to spin this in a negative way, or he's just targeting minority communities, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not a color thing. This is a safety thing for the entire United States. You know, and once again, you could have two arguments in the situation. For the people that do come into the United States as little kids, that came in as little kids, and have a couple of things on the records that that's not good. Listen, for the people who came into this country as little kids that did a couple of bad things, have a couple of bad things on the name, but decided to get older and change, salute to those people. But if you come into the United States as a grown adult and you come in here to commit crimes and do bad things, I don't think you should get a pass. I don't think you should get a pass. That's, forgive me, but I really don't think people who comes into the United States as adults and doing bad things in the United States should get a pass. Because you come in, your brain is already developed. You already know what's right from wrong. You know it already as you're an adult. Once again, you could argue that point all day. I would argue that point all day. If you come here as a little kid, 10, 11, 12 years old, you're a little kid. Your brain is not developed at all. So everything that you learn, you're learning from your neighborhood, from the community, from the people you're around. You're learning the same way the average, typical American-born kid will learn. The same way, regardless, dude. This right here, this barbell, whenever you do biceps exercise, always after dumbbell curls, do barbells. Always do barbells, man, because barbells are really, really, really good for a bicep workout. Barbell, real good. That felt good. That felt real good, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and I just wanted to make that point, that coming here as a little kid, you have the same mentality as the average 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old as the typical American kid with papers. That's it. If you come here as a little kid, man, not saying give people the right to get away with any type of violence, but if you come here as a kid, you're growing up in this country, you're not even notice, you're not think, oh, I'm not from this country, your mentality, you not think about stuff like that, But you come here as an adult, grown up, you don't get a pass to commit crimes and do dumb shit, but to get away with it, But people do change, I'm always going to be a voice for human beings, based on my Christianity, based on my love for God, based on my faith. I'm always going to give people, human beings, the benefit of the doubt that they can change. I'm one of those people, I don't like judging. I'm never into judging people because I'm not perfect, So I think, show me that you're a bad person. I'm not going to take what other people say to me. Show me you're a bad person. You know what I mean? So that's just how I've been. I've been my whole life. Like, I don't judge people, man. Always let them show me that they're not worth my time. Let them show me, that it's not worth me being around them. Let me see that from them, not me letting other people influence me and tell me, oh, this person is a bad person. No, I don't live life like that. Because I always, as I say, man, I think people deserve to get a chance. You know, let me see what people is saying about you. Let me see if it's actually true. Let me see. Let me watch you. Let me see actually what you're really about. So people, humans change. Believe it or not, man. I know a lot of people don't think human being change, but humans do change, bro. It's very, very rare that happen, but it's very, very rare that happens, man. That you'll see a human changing from being this person to going to being that person. A complete just you see them and you be like, what the heck? Like this is no way. You know what I mean? But it happens. I'm a perfect example of me doing this live stream that, people change. I used to be close to 400 pounds. You know what I mean? And look at me now. I'm down to 214 pounds. I put myself on a challenge. For those guys out there who don't know who I am, my name is Lannie. I live in the New York State area. I'm a personal trainer. If you guys live in the tri-state area and you're looking for a personal trainer to drive out to you, to go to your local gym with you, if you have a personal gym at home, if to just train you, show you the technique to build your muscles, show you, work out with you, keep you motivated throughout the workouts, help you with your food plan. If that's something you can afford monthly, all my information is in the bio of this channel. My email and such, you could contact me and we could talk about it. If that's something, once again, you can afford, I will make it convenient for you. I have no problem driving out to New Jersey, no problem driving out to Connecticut, no problem driving to any place in the New York State area. If that's something you could afford, once again. Recently, I put myself on a challenge, to lose 10 to 15 pounds within today's first 31 days. And already I wore myself and I'm down 6 pounds. I started the challenge at 220. I'm at 214 right now. And I gave myself 6 months to lose 10 to 15 pounds. So by the rate that I'm going, I will lose way more than 20 pounds within the next 5 months. So my whole plan, what I do, if you're curious on what I do, I lift weights 5 to 7 days a week. Some people call it overtraining. To me, I just love lifting weights. I don't call it overtraining at all. I don't feel no pain. None of my joints hurt. I love lifting weights. So I lift weights 5 to 7 days a week. I do cardio 2.5 hours a week, which I split from Monday to Friday, 30 minutes per day. My cardio sessions are 30 minutes per session, 2.5 hours a week of cardio. And that's how I've been losing weight from since I used to be 400 plus pounds. Close to 400 pounds, 300 plus pounds. The way I dropped a lot of my body fat was from actually doing cardio. When I was very big, I used to go to the park. I used to walk. I couldn't run. I couldn't run for more than 5 seconds. But still, at that weight, it's okay. You can, if you're close to 400 pounds, it's impossible to run for 10 minutes. You can't. But I never stopped. I used to go to the park, run, 5 seconds, stop, walk, run, until eventually I just picked up, and now I could run for a long period of time. So that's my routine. And most importantly, what I do, my diet is very clean. I keep a very clean diet. A lot of people think it's just if you're going if you're going on a journey, a weight loss journey. A lot of people think, okay, you know what? Let me just join the gym or let me do cardio. You know what? If you want to lose weight, yes, cardio. If you do cardio, yes, you could lose weight. You have a better chance of doing cardio to lose weight than actually joining a gym. I tell people that all the time on this because a lot of people get it. A lot of people get it to the point of, okay, yes, I want to lose weight, and first thing they start talking about, let me go join a gym. You could go join a gym to lift weights, but if you really want to lose weight, you could go to your local park. You could just walk around your own neighborhood for 20 minutes, 5 days a week. But the main and most important thing that people don't understand, when you decide to become a healthier version of yourself, when you decide to lose weight, the most important thing that you have to direct yourself towards is becoming disciplined with food. If you can't become a disciplined person with the food that you eat, I don't care if you go to the gym 7 days a week. I don't care if you lift weights 7 days a week. I don't care if you run or you ride a bike or you do elliptical. If you're doing cardio, lifting weights 7 days a week, but you're eating junk food and all that stuff, dude, 7 days a week, you will never lose the weight. So I tell people all the time, it's not about, okay, let me just go join a gym. No, if you do decide to become a healthier version of you, you have to first start becoming disciplined with food. Because once you master the discipline of food, the working out is easy. You see me, I'm working out and I'm having fun. Like working out to me is very easy. And it became easy over the years. I've been doing it for a little over 6 years. It became easy. It was never easy at the beginning. Absolutely. Nothing that you're doing in life for the better of you is going to be easy at the beginning. But over time, over time, it becomes easier and easier and easy. So like I could do a live stream, work out, just to me, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So the most important thing that I tell everybody, man, take the direction towards becoming disciplined with food. And once you become disciplined with food, everything else flows naturally. You getting up to go to the gym is not going to be a problem. Like you getting up and be like, oh yeah, I got to work out. Now those things become a part of your life. Just like getting up and taking a shower, brushing your mouth, so your mouth doesn't have a bad smell. Like those things is things that you do every day. Those things that you have to do every single day. Like brushing your mouth, taking a shower. You know what I mean? Getting up, going to work. Those are things that every day you have to do to earn an honest living, to pay your bills. Keep yourself smelling good by taking a shower. You know what I mean? Brushing your teeth, brushing your mouth, so your mouth doesn't smell. So those are things that you have to do every single day for your life, for the better. That's how it comes with when you come into working out. You know what I mean? Once you start with the eating clean, the working out comes naturally. And you're not gonna be need you will not need people to push you to go to the gym no more. You will not need nobody to say, let's go to the park for a run, let's go to the park for a walk. It comes naturally because it becomes a part of your life. Every day you wake up, you're gonna look forward to doing something towards keeping you in a healthy state of mind. That's how it works. What do you guys think out there too about them? What do you guys honestly think about the executive order to have just two genders? Which me, you asking what I think. I think that's it should be like that all the time. I think you always should be two genders, men and women. And also, what do you guys think about the situation in the military, about being transgender and stuff like that in the military? What's your guys' take on those topics? I honestly think I respect people's decision. I respect everybody's decision, man. But as a country, you can't make that a law by telling me that if I don't call you the pronoun that you want me to call you, that you can sue me. Like if you come into my business, because if you make that a law, before Mr. President Trump signed the executive law to overturn that, Mr. Joe Biden made it a law that people cannot be no longer misgender. Meaning that if I have a business and you come into my business and I misgender you by you have the appearance of a boy, but you have long hair, you have some makeup on your face, and you probably have like fake chest or something, and but I could still see the manly features in your face, and I could not, by not being disrespectful, I probably just say, "Excuse me, sir." It not something, because a lot of people slip up. You know, a lot of people will slip up, but not being in a disrespectful way. But the person that's there, that's there that want to be referred to as a woman, they will take it very, very personal. So now, with that being a law, that leaves grounds for a lawsuit. You know, if you guys want to hear my whole explanation about this whole topic, once again, go to the YouTube channel, Daily Topics. Daily Topics 527. Daily, like Daily Topics 527. And you're gonna see the video I just recently uploaded, a couple of, probably like 2 hours now, but go take a look at the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video. You know, and you will hear my take on the whole issue. Because a lot of people have different takes on this issue. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that what Mr. Trump did is not right. You know, but you can't. I don't think it's a good idea to make that the land. I don't think it's a good idea to make that the law of the land. If you as an individual want to be whomever you want to be, God bless you. You could be whatever you want to be in this world, man. You know, but to actually have grounds on filing lawsuits against people for misgendering you because of an accident, I think that's absurd. I think that's absurd in every which way, shape, and form, too, because once again, I think people slip up sometime. Like, people will see just your appearance, regardless if you have nice, pretty long hair, makeup on your face, people could see the appearance, and people will see, okay, you know, by not wanting to be mean or not wanting to be in a bad person, they would just say something to you that you probably would take very personally. Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. And you want to be referred as excuse me, man. You know, or you want to be, it's vice versa. But, you know, leaving grounds for people to be getting sued over misgendering you, I think that's outrageous. You know, so, and that part of the law that Mr. Trump just signed, I think that was necessary. I think it was 100% necessary. That had to be done. You know, it's not good for people to, you know, to all want to fight lawsuit because, you know, people didn't call you what you wanted to be called, and it was not in a disrespectful way. It was just in a way of, oh my God, I forgot, I'm sorry. But yet you have the grounds now to file a lawsuit against my business. Now I have to pay lawyers to go to court back and forth just for the case. Sometimes, the majority of the time, those cases get dismissed, but still, the owner of those business, once the case is filed, you have to go fight the case. You can't not go to court. You know, you can, somebody's suing you, you can't not show up. You gotta show up. So is people is taking you to court, and now you have to waste money and fight this situation that your employer, you probably didn't even, at the time you wasn't even thinking bad. You just came out. You know, so I salute Mr. Donald J. Trump once again, man. I think a lot of the executive orders. I'm not into politics like that, but that's one of the executive orders that I think that was necessary. The immigration executive order, I think that's necessary as well, and I explained it to you guys why I think that's necessary. So you guys could go back and look at this video, and you see exactly my explanation for that situation, man. Yeah, let's work out though. Do one more set, then I'm gonna do some hammer curls, baby. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, man, you're just joining this live stream. My name is Lannie. Living in the New York State area, man. I'm a personal trainer. If you guys out there looking for training for the new year, if you need somebody to motivate you, if you need somebody to just, help you out with your food plans, if you need somebody to take you to the gym, show you the technique to grow a little bigger biceps, get your triceps a little bigger, that's what I do. If that's something you can afford and you live in the tri-state area, which is Jersey, Connecticut, and New York, I'm willing to drive out to you to make it convenient. We go to your local gym, or if you have a home gym, we could work out at your home gym and, bring in the New Year's with a better mentality, so there you go, man. A lot of things is going on in the United States right now, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, just always keep in mind everything that's happening in life happens for a reason. Regardless if last week your life was different from it is today, just know the difference within your household, the difference within your life right now. It's a reason for all the difference that's happening. So just every single day in life, every day, live for the moment. You know what I mean? Like live in the moment right now. No matter how bad it might seem that things is not going the way you want it to go today, don't worry about yesterday. Don't a lot of people focus and worry about, put too much worry in yesterday. Worry about, let's focus today. Let's focus today and hopefully and do what's right today for a better tomorrow. That's it. Don't live life worrying about what happened yesterday, man. Don't put so much focus in yesterday problems. Just let's figure it out today, man. It'll be better for us. What time is it? Oh, snap. Snap. It's already 8:30, bro. Ooh. We'll do some hammer curls. I don't got to do a whole bunch of exercises to get your body right, man. 3 sets of some hammer curls. Let's go. I like going a little heavy on the hammer curls. The regular bicep curls, I go normal weight because I like controlling when I'm doing bicep curls. I like controlling the weight. Controlling up and bringing it down slowly, back up. With the hammer curls, you have more control over the weight. When you put your wrist like this, you have way more control with the weight. When you put it like this, you have to worry about the placement of your elbow more. When you're doing traditional bicep curls, you have to worry about the elbow, like tucking in your elbow and making sure your elbow doesn't move a lot. So it's best if you have lighter weight to do bicep curls so you could keep your elbow tucked and work the weight. With hammer curls, you could lift heavy weights because your elbow is tucked regardless. When you do hammer curls, whenever I'm doing hammer curls, I love going a little heavier than the traditional bicep curls, man. That's just me, but some people have it different, but it works for me. Can't say it doesn't work. It works for me, baby. It works. Don't be out there saying, oh no, this guy got it wrong. If I got it wrong for the past 6 years, this arms will not be this big. This arms will not be this swollen. Will not. I was doing it the wrong way. Let's go though, guys. It's already almost 8:30, so I got to wrap this session up because I still have to go do my cardio, dude. So I want to at least be done by 9 o'clock to jump in the shower, do something else. Ooh, 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 ooh. Two more. One more. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, man. When you're not eating, when you're not eating a lot of carbs, when you're eating more protein than carbs, your strength is not there, dude. Like I realized that yesterday. Like I was benching yesterday. I'm like, dang, dude, my strength is not there as like it used to, but and that's for the past 31 days. Like I've been on a strict eating plan. I drastically cut my carb intake. My own, like I cut it a lot. My carb intake, I really, really cut down on it, man. So that's my biggest fear, to lose the majority of my strength. Because when I started this challenge, benching 120-pound dumbbells was nothing for me. I was in the gym on Sunday. Actually, no, I did chest workout on Saturday. I was at the gym. Saturday and Sunday I did back at the gym, but on Saturday I did chest. And I was still pushing 100 pounds pretty light. The 110 pounds was very light. But I'm like, I could just feel the difference though. Like, I could just feel the difference of like my body, like the strength is like, so that's my biggest, like, I don't want to lose my strength. I don't mind losing a little bit of body mass, because to lose fat, to burn fat, you're going to lose body mass. So I don't mind losing a little bit of body mass, but I want to keep my strength. I want to keep the strength. So that's why every day, that's why I lift weights as much as I can. So a lot of people probably say, oh, you're overtraining your muscles. No. To me, to keep my strength, to keep staying strong, especially when I'm on a cutting phase, you have to constantly keep the weight in your hands. You have to constantly work with the weights, because once you start avoiding the weights, that's when I think you lose your strength. A lot of people, oh no, you're overtraining. Listen, Rich Piana, I love this guy. May God rest his soul, but that's a man that I really used to watch a lot. And Rich used to train 7 days a week, dude. Rich used to be in the gym Saturday, Sunday night. This guy's in the gym, and I God rest his soul, man. He's definitely missed in the fitness space, and another reason I respect him, that he was one of the first people that came out and admit the drugs that was involved in fitness, in the fitness industry. He was like the first person that actually came out and said all of the drugs, the different drugs people are using to look the way they were looking. So look to Rich, and I respect him, and may God rest his soul. But I used to look at a lot of his work on YouTube, and this man he was a workaholic. He loved lifting weights. He lifted weights all the time. So I like lifting weights. I think if you like doing it, it's not gonna become a burden. Because I lift weights 7 days a week. I've been lifting weights 7 days a week lately for the past month, and I have no pain in my joints. Like people say, no, you start getting my muscles doesn't ache. Like I've been good, dude. Thank God, though. Knock on wood, but I've been good. Once I said, let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. one more. Ooh. 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 Oh man. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys for your time. Thanks for joining the live stream. I'm very grateful for you guys watching my content, and thanks to those who took the time to actually watch the content. Once again, I want to take the time to salute to our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. God bless you and your family, sir. Stay safe. Keep the country safe. Ladies and gentlemen, always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Always make God and his family a part of your decision making every single day. Just understand, with God and his family a part of your decision making, you will make wiser choices. You know, let's help each other out. Let's do what's right for each other. Let's work together to make this world a better place. And for all the immigrants in the United States, don't live in fear. Just do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Just know being in the United States is a privilege, you know. Just understand that we have to make the United States safer for the elderly people that's going to the doctor's appointment, that's going to the bank, that they don't have to be scared in their 70s, 80s, going to the bank to take out their money that they earned for years of working. They don't have to be scared to worry about being robbed by some little young punk, you know. So what Mr. Trump is doing right now is just to make the United States safer for everybody that's in the United States. So God bless the United States. God bless everybody all around the world. For all our men and women in the United States military, for all the branches, I salute you guys. Thank you guys for all your service and for everything you're doing to keep me and my family safe in the United States. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe, always stay positive. No matter what you're going through in life, just always remember there is somebody that might be next to you, or there is somebody that you're walking past, or there's somebody that you might see from afar away that's going through way worse than you. Just always keep that in mind. No matter what you're going through in life, no matter how bad the situation might be, just always keep in mind there is somebody else have it way worse than you have it. Just always keep in mind there is somebody else that wish there was in your situation. You know, so me saying that to say this, always be grateful in life. Always be grateful for what you have. And if you're willing to work to achieve more in life, do it the right way. You know, let's climb the ladder of success doing what's right. Not by taking advantage of other people, not by using other people to get up to the ladder of success. Let's not cut corners. So all the immigrants in this country, stay safe, avoid cutting corners to get ahead. Let's work together to keep the United States safe for each and everybody in the United States. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Stay safe. Peace.